while speaking and evaluating with integrity in front of a supportive audience. You're ready to turn feedback into fuel? Stay true to your voice and boldly call a spade so everyone can level up together. With that being said, over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Hari. So let me welcome Toastmaster Aniruthan, who's going to deliver his speech from the pathway Persuasive Influence, Level 1 Project for Evaluation and Feedback. And the title of the speech, When Cupid Hates You. When Cupid Hates You, Toastmaster Hari Prasad.
Thank you, Toastmaster TM Jayesh. A month ago, I attended an event called Discover 2025. For those of you who don't know, this is a Toastmaster event for District 120. You see, the title of this event is clearly a misleading one. Because what I think the real title should have been is Toastmasters discussing their marriage problems. From humorous contest to speech given for the evaluation, everybody at least at some point touched upon the aspect of how they are facing problems in their relationships. This is strange because Toastmasters are not the people who I thought would have trouble in their relationships, especially in the romantic ones. Don't you think how unusual is it for a Toastmaster who can communicate his experience to a crowd can't communicate his heart to a single person? Then begin my journey on unraveling the truth about why this happens. You see, this speech is not for the happy couples who are present here. I know some of the Toastmasters who here might disagree with what I'm going to say. But this speech is for the romantically challenged fellow Toastmasters who, just like me, struggles in expressing themselves to the person they love. Are you one of the persons who wake up 2 a.m. in the morning looking at your crush's Instagram's 5-month-year-old post, gazing at it as if the post is gonna develop some arms and gonna hug you? Alas, we all love to fantasize ourselves with our crushes. You see, not everybody is lucky enough when they enter into college to get commitment. There are a lot of people who struggle with these kind of things. Let me give you an example on exactly what they actually struggle with. We begin to profile build ourselves with our Instagram post, with our social media. First, we will have a post where we look aggressively enough to the audience. Then we will have a post with a cute dog in our face to appear to be sensitive, to attract some people, to make ourselves appear as lovable as possible to the audience who see our daily lives via social media. But even though with all this profile building, we often get messages only from suspicious accounts and scammers. Some of us are lucky. We go into WhatsApp messages. We text them. We text two stickers and two messages and end up encountering ghosts. Even a great exorcist can't cure us from getting ghosted. And we sometimes brave enough to book an appointment in a cave with our crush. We will go to an expensive cave, spend 300 rupees on a coffee, only later realizing that we spent 300 rupees for a person who thinks that the Mercury being in retrograde is the reason why they are facing financial struggles. But to my fellow Toastmasters, let me ask you, why is that we struggle to face in expressing ourselves to the person we love? You see, we live in a capitalist world. In capitalist world, everything is based on mutually beneficial exchange. Let me illustrate this you with an example. There was a time when I went to my friend to motivate him to confess to his crush. I motivated him. Bro, you have to do it now. It's now or never. If you are not going to do it, then somebody other then you will go and propose to her. You have to face your problem. He then looked at me with a blank face and explained, bro, Aniruthan, I think you are misunderstanding something. You see, it's not that I am afraid to face the problem. The problem is my face. How am I supposed to confess to my crush with this face? Can't you see how beautiful she is and how ugly I am? You can clearly see the type of worldview my friend has. He thinks that only attractive people can be with another attractive person. And this, for some people, extend to another level called as personality market. We try to build ourselves a personality. Like, let's just say we act childish around people to attract somebody. We think we will fall for charms which are not based on the real self that we have. We go on building a fake self to others to make them love us. We are asking the wrong question. How do I become lovable? But what we should ask instead is, how do I love? How do I cherish the person? How do I love the person I I want? Maybe when we do that, we will realize that Cupid does not really hate us. Maybe it's just that we are asking the wrong questions. To the fellow Toastmasters, the next time you face these kind of challenges, ask yourselves questions. How do I love the person? Instead of asking, how do I become lovable? Shift the focus from you to them. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Anirudhan, for such a wonderful speech.
We had 3 prepared speeches today. So to evaluate the first prepared speaker, Toastmaster Aniruthan, let me call upon a speech evaluator, Toastmaster Harish Prasad.
Yes, thank you, Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Satish Menon. Can I have a minute, please? Yeah. 1 minute. Toastmaster Anirudhan, let's just say, as someone who heard your first speech and now I'm listening to your remix, I loved your remix, right? Well, this one line, you can communicate confidently in Toastmasters, yet have difficulty communicating with the one you love. Had me laughing, not gonna lie. Well, when Cupid hates you, amazing title, as usual. And I remember pointing out 4 things you need to be changing in your speech. And out of the 4 things, 2 things have been corrected, 2 things have been left aside. All right. Now let me specify the 2 things you have corrected. I told you in your previous evaluation that you had a very abrupt opening and a very abrupt closing. That is, you kicked it off, sealed it off, then moved to the plot, then went to the closing, sealed it off, and you moved it. So it was not like a proper opening or a proper closing. It's like instead of doing a proper curtain raiser, you just pulled off the curtains. But now it's not like that. You opened and closed the speech perfectly. Give me a second. You opened and closed the speech perfectly, and I liked it. That was amazing, Toastmaster Anirudhan. You opened with humor. Of course, the Discover 2025, that was amazing. Clever lines like, even a great exorcist cannot cure us from being ghosted. And being relatable about modern love and ghosting, and ending with a punchline and keeping the audience engaged throughout. Well, I saw some of the responses Toastmaster Kumaravela sent for certain parts of your speech, and that proves your ability to engage with the audience. That was amazing, Toastmaster Anirudhan. Well, 2 grammatical errors. I'm sorry, grammarian. I'm pulling 2 things from your report. First of all, you pronounced cafe as cafe. So it's pronounced as cafe. And for a plural form of person, You said persons. It's supposed to be people. So that's two things I can correct for your general English language. My bad, Toastmaster Kumar. With that being said, let's come back to the two things which you did not correct at all. Number one, stand up and speak. And let me show it to you. Look at all the space you're getting. See, the body language was slightly visible. You were raising your hand here and there. But if you stand and speak, you have the entire stage to yourself. Think about it. Standing and speaking is always effective. You have space from here to here. You can express your body language freely. So learn to stand and speak. And of course, with standing and speaking comes body language as well. With that being said, I would like to conclude my evaluation. Over to you, General Evaluator.